Did you know it's a buy one get one freeze for Briar Drakes in Standard Hearthstone right now? The basic idea behind this deck is we're going to be using Naralex in combination with Briarspawn Drake and buy one get them freeze in order to get up to 4 Briarspawn Drakes in a single turn. We're going to be discounting this through watercolor artists, and then we're also going to be able to generate additional copies through things like this. Deck was really inspired by the fact that we have access to the Curator that everyone got for free in its signature version. Since this acts as a way to draw you into additional draw power, some damage, and into one of your key win conditions very easily. Now for the win guide. First thing to watch out for is going to be watercolor artist, so you can get the discount on buy one really quickly. Then you're going to be looking for Curator if it is a slower matchup. And finally, Rising Tides is a really good card if your opponent is playing a wide deck. You want to make sure you never keep buy one get one freeze, but outside of that, you can keep any 3 or lower card in the opening hand. Now with all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, Mage. I very much doubt it's going to be a mirror match. I'd assume it's going to be Protoss or it's going to be Imbue. It actually could be also Spell, because I know some people are fooling around with Spell right now. We're going to get rid of both buy one, get them freeze. Because, oh, actually, you know what? This is probably the best possible hand we could have with this deck in the opener, as long as we don't draw into one of our Frost spells here. And that's a perfect top deck. I'm going to go with a Druid spell and Trail Mix just because I like ramp. Though photosynthesis in the long run would have been better. Okay, so it's at least Imbue. Okay, let's coin one of the water cooler out of our hand. And the next turn we'll just repeat that play. Okay, Wisp into Divination. Yep. It is also kind of funny that honestly speaking, they should... actually, I guess that doesn't work. It would be the exact same card as Eat the Imp. If they changed it to be any minion. But maybe lower the mana cost to 1. Maybe that's fine. Just because you require to have a certain minion on board. I don't know. Honestly, though, our hand is looking better and better each turn for the combo. We just need them to, like, flood the board with a bunch of Wisps. Which is probably what they'll do anyways, so... Okay, the second Briarspawn would be nice. Don't necessarily need it, but would be kind of cool. Okay, there's another Flutterfly. I kind of just want to freeze this out for a turn. I know we could have also used the Curator, but hand space is an issue. Oh. Okay, we'll use Trail Mix. Pop the Charge Minion in case they get the 1-cost spell that I can't think of its name right now. Okay. Use that. Draw another card. Honestly, we probably should have kept the coin. I think we could have done full combo if we had kept the coin for next turn. But okay. Well, it doesn't really matter too much. Please, overextend it a little bit more. That would work, maybe. Wait. No, it doesn't work because we still need... yeah, we should have kept the coin. If we had kept the coin, we would have won right now. Oh, wait. No, I'm so dumb. I forgot about the 2 extra mana we had. It's okay. It's okay. Boy, that sucks. You know, I burnt Prize Vendor a ton of times. I shouldn't be shocked when I see it burnt. there's Artemis. Rising Tides would be a really nice top deck. We could also randomly generate it, I guess. Ask and you shall receive. I really want to do the full combo if you're wondering why I'm just like delaying it. I don't think they can win yet. Ice Barrier is defensive. We could go for that. We could also go for either of the others. If I want to get one freeze, might have been fine. Again, like if we could actually make it to like 15 mana, then maybe we'd be in a better position. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. Yes, please use your hero power. Please, please, please. Come on. Let's go. Yes, you're walking into our trap. All right. Behold, the flight of the Briarspawn. And it turns out we can buy one and get one freeze. What a good deal for us. And that is game. Okay, Warlock. Orb definitely needs to go bye-bye, but the other two cards can stay. Okay, Skater isn't bad here. That is definitely not a card that I want to see top decked. We want to try to keep the buy ones in our deck as long as humanly possible. That's why Water Cooler Artist is probably the most important card to keep in the opening hand, just because of the fact that if we can get it down on turn... Oh, great. Well, you know, we now have 2 dead cards in our list. But I guess that is what it is. That's what you get for risking it, I guess, for consistent access to the same... Of course, that's the top deck after we drew. I'm going to grab a 3rd copy. We don't really need the 3rd copy, but I'm going to grab the 3rd copy. Okay. You know, nothing that they're playing right now has made me worried at all. Perfect, actually. Come on, give us something good. I will take that for sure. It's either Balance or Shelter Seal, right? I think we're going to go with Balance. Just because it gives us a 0-cost spell and a 6-cost spell for later for the orb. Okay. Oh, there's the orb. You know, I thought about maybe cutting orb for Supernova, and honestly speaking, that might be the better play. But I do like having the ability of maybe like winning the game through other things besides just like the dragon combo. I just like having backup win strategies in my decks a lot of the time, unless I can consistently make sure I get to it at a reasonable pace, right? Because this deck is definitely slow. Like, you can survive long enough, but it is definitely slow. Okay, there's Water Cooler Artists. Number 2, we can use runes here. I want to use the Curator, but the problem with the Curator is I'm pretty sure it'll burn a card. But we could just do it just to see. I think we'll just ping this. Okay. I was really hoping that that's what they would do. Okay, just slam down the Water Cooler Artist, might as well, and ping their face, why not? Okay, Curse Campaign into... What are we going to see here? Okay, so we could use one of the buy one get them freeze on their minion just to draw 2 cards, and I really do like this play a lot. The idea would be we go face, we slam down the Curator. I'm hoping, okay, that if we have to burn anything, that's fine. Okay, there's your. Ah, would have loved to have that, but it's okay. Okay, well, let's just get another minion on board, I guess. Eventually, they're going to have to destroy the board, right? And then we'll get a lot of advantage out of it. Dirty Rat. Actually, you know what? Out of all the cards they could have dragged out of the hand, that is the one that mattered the least to us. Okay. So we get 2 draws each turn, and basically... Oh, actually, no, we get 3 draws per turn. That's nice. Okay. It does kind of suck that we won't get 2 draws off of that, but it still should be fine, right? I'm hoping one of these hits the Dirty Rat, or none of them do. Come on, we just need one. Okay, well, sure, I guess. We can draw in our card, see what we can grab. That's not terrible. We're gonna burn something next turn. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter what we burn. Because there's Deadline. There's Kill Jaden. Now, the question is... no, never mind. Oh, they don't want to burn a card. That's funny. Also, it's really funny that Ancient of Yore basically allows you to play Kill Jaden at less of a risk than you were able to do before. Because, like, if you're a class that doesn't have that much, like, draw power consistent, you do have a decent amount of draw power through it instead. Okay, what do we want to do here? I kind of want to... Oh. Let's just go for some stuff. Also worth mentioning, I was testing another mage list out temporarily. Well, not temporarily. Alongside this, using Hataru and, like, trying to get Aviana. Because it turns out Aviana plus Hataru means you have infinite spells. The problem is the turn timer. That's legitimately the problem. But in theory, you have infinite spells because of how Hearthstone keeps track of stuff. Because whenever an aura effect is applied to make anything reduced its cost down to 1, if you give it a mana discount afterwards, it's similar to what was happening with Murmur, except it's with Hataru. At some point, I think when the mini set comes out, we'll make a fully functional, like, Hataru mage list. But for right now, we're just going to keep it on the back burner for later. Because I'm assuming we'll probably see at least one more neutral imbue card before the next, or during the mini set. Okay, now... Moment of truth. Ooh, Rising Tides. Oh, actually, that could work. Because we use Rising Tides, it gets everything down to 1 HP, and then we just go face. I don't think we win this turn, but we get kind of close, right? I mean, it would have been cool if we had one more mana, but it is what it is. Okay, we can ping that just so it, like, guarantees us... I mean, it doesn't really matter how we did that. It does make them wake up a turn earlier, so they're getting less advantage, so that's kind of good. Okay, they're down to 12. I mean, it's not full combo, but it's close, right? Okay, 8. I am a little bit worried that we're not going to be able to finish them off before... Maybe I won't be worried. Do Maiden... Okay, so I really want to do like a hand control DK list. But I have a sneaking suspicion that we're going to be seeing some balancing... Not balance changes. We're going to be seeing the mini set sometime... Or announced this week. Towards the end. Which might make it where I'll have a special announcement in the community tab of the channel instead of a third upload for the week. We'll just skip one. I know I've been kind of on a roll, but I don't know. We'll see. Because I do need to find a good time to make that announcement before it go the quote-unquote due date is. Don't worry, it's not a change to content on the channel, it's just, yeah. Okay, we can't finish them off this turn. We're one off, aren't we? Oh, that's so tragic. Well, as long as they don't heal above 7, I think we're fine. Okay, Xavius into... Okay. Well, nothing good. Oh, also that bear is something I want to do something with. Yeah. We'll see, like, what happens. But I think this is just a GG. Yeah, let's go. Let's starfire our way to victory. Okay, Hunter. I am curious what type of Hunter list this is going to be. Keeping the AoE wouldn't be bad. Prize Vendor would be a little bit questionable because it gives them a little bit of advantage, but we definitely don't want to keep the other two. Okay. I mean, it's technically a little bit better, but it's kind of bad. I'm assuming this is maybe some type of hand buff, because I think that is the Hunter deck floating around right now. Okay. I guess we just draw a card, right? Give them a card. Feels bad. Okay, the orb. Okay. I didn't think that deck ran that card. Of course, the other Drake. That's okay. Oh, Chalice is actually kind of cool. We could also go with Hidden Object, but... yeah. I'm going to go for the long con. Because I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be still hand buffy. Probably, right? And maybe Explosive Rune will hit before the bear makes a copy. I don't know if that's how that works. I'd assume it probably isn't. But you never know, right? Going for the runes. Getting a coin. Getting on our spells. Oh, might as well go for balance. Use the rune. Attack into the minion. Draw another card. That's not bad. Let's get the freeze, and then and then we'll just pass it after using the coin, because I don't want to burn any cards, to be fair. See, there's the runic bear. And it did not work the way I wanted it to work, but okay. Okay, I guess we take the 9 damage. Oh, actually, no, we can freeze it out for a turn. And then slam down the spell wing. Xavius, okay. Okay. I really hope... Okay, good. I was going to say, I really hope they don't have another bear for this turn. But we can do some damage here. Come on, we just need one to hit the bear. Perfect. That's what we want to see. And then we can ping with our hero power. Okay, there's the Gilly. Now, we could freeze that with buy one, get one freeze. But I think what we'll do is freeze it with maybe Sleet Skater. Because we don't have hand space for anything else, right? We can see, like, what we can grab off this. Maybe a mage spell that's useful. Frostbolt isn't bad. Under the Sea is interesting, kind of. But Portal is what I'm leaning towards. Just a 7-cost spell. Okay. Just going to get double advantage off of it. We're still missing Naralex. Which is why we're... Oh! Brawl! Well... That... could be annoying. That is one of those legendaries that I really want to do something with. But I think we're missing, like, one cheap spell for the card to be super playable. It's very close, right? I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think just a little bit more support would be nice. Okay. I kind of want to use buy one, get one freeze. And then let's behold what our RNG is going to be like here, right? Okay. Oh, can we get a bunch of charge minions? No. But we can pop this Miska. Are charged? Yes, we can. Okay. We go after the Brawl, right? Yeah, go after Brawl. Oh, wait. It's going to keep the... Oh, well... In hindsight, I did not think about the fact that it would include... Well, I mean... At least we got rid of the Reborn, right? Okay, there's Spirit Ball. So they'll do 8 damage to our face. Please don't get a board full of Huffers. Oh, please. I can't lose the game because of that. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. 4 Huffers. Okay. I mean, if we can get any cheap spell, that works. Let's freeze the biggest minion. Get another one of those. Sure. What else can we get? Shelter Sill. Sure. Taunt. Not bad. Malfunction. Works. Perfect. That's a perfect hit there. Oh, that was so nice. And now we pass. I think we're good. I do want to do something with Brawl eventually. I just don't know what it is. I'd assume in the mini sub we'll see like a 1-cost spell for Hunter, because I don't think we saw one in this main set, right? Okay, there's Bird Watching, which probably gets... Oh! Alright, now that we're through the game, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. So, I played 20 games with the deck, ended up with a 45% win rate, which isn't where I would have hoped that to be. However, it does make a little bit of sense when you compare it to some of the other Briarspawn combo decks that are floating around right now. The deck does something very similar to what Priest does, however, it does take a little bit longer to set that up. I'd be curious if you could maybe make this deck work a little bit better if you ran some of the Protoss cards just to have an additional bit of armor gain instead of things like Hataru or Galactic Orb. However, those two cards also act as alternate win conditions that can easily win out the games. And honestly speaking, if you're looking for a fun deck to make use of Briarspawn before it gets nerfed, because it should when the mini set gets released, then try this one out, though you're probably not going to win every game that you play. But like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.